Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Pete.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Emuso, lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's played in. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Martinez is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. That's a sharp pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Reinders. He's in a great position here. He is through here. De Vrij defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cannavaro. And Mateus. Hernandez. Lukaku wins the duel this time. Threads one in. He's through here. And it's Mkhitaryan. And that is expertly dealt with. Batistuta. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No luck with that dink over the top. Cannavaro. That pass has been well intercepted. Tries to pass it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Inter Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And this is Vieri, and he's surging through, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Batistuta, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Vieri, pass is just off target. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It's Çalhanoğlu! A real chance and a real let-off.
There will be
Reinders.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Batistuta. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Lukaku. Reinders. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
Chance! And it's Hernandez. He's gone for goal! And he's heaved it away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lobotka.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That's a good run down the left. The ball is bounced loose now. That's the keeper's ball.
Martinez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Lukaku. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Oh, super find. Oh, he's been caught up. Vieri! It's their second corner of the game. Çalhanoğlu plays it short. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. Great ball. Can he finish? It's there! Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99...
Kilitsoy! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Hermoso.
There will be 1 minute
These
added
final
time.
seconds now. That has been knocked clear. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separate. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding. Pato! He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's come loose! Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Emoso. Well, got to be quick to recover this. Knocks it into space. Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Martinez. And it's been played through. Shot a goal! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
And Del Piero! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Platini does really well to win the ball there. Martinez thinks about the shot, takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Swings in across, a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Barella.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Davids. Picked out brilliantly.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vieri. Martinez. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Inter Milan, they're in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And now they can clear their lines. And it's Lukaku. Martinez. Vieri. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Mkhitaryan. Schneider. Great vision. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! They've done it! Inter are back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's ruffled a few feathers,
The
but
attendance
well
for
dealt
this
with.
match was 80,314.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Lukaku. Martinez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Martinez! And for a moment, time stood still. Mkhitaryan. Looking for the run. And the through ball. And the shot! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. It's Pato! He should have put that one away.
Alexander Pato really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Barella. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for a runner. And this is Del Piero.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, well timed. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Pato, and it's been played through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Platini! Platini! It's loose now and they want to get it back. There will be 4 extra minutes. Played into space. And this is Vieri. And he's onside. And that will be it. Inter Milan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive
Hello, everybody,
nerves. The
and
prospects
welcome
are
to
so
today's
great,
match.
the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Great defending, strong and determined. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a little off target. Barella, played out to the right. He's in plenty of space. He gets big! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Damian. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. And he can clear it away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Mkhitaryan. Lukaku. Martinez. To Barella. Martinez. And here's Vieri. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Giving the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Lookman! Rafael Leao is onto this. Lukaku. And it's Lukaku. That looks a cracking ball. And Martinez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Çalhanoğlu goes short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Damian. Barella. Knocks it out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Salamanca's. Oh, such a clever touch. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That pass has been well intercepted. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Salmakas. Rafael Leao. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Çalhanoğlu. Looking for options for movement. Pesmobile goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Çalhanoğlu, oh, what a climb! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Big chance! Sticks it away! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3 minutes added time.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up.
Can he finish? No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitution for Inter. Number 95, Alessandro Bastoni.
And
Coming
we're
on
underway
the field
again.
is number 15, Francesco.
And it's Calhanoglu. Now it's Vieri. Martinez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Lukaku. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he's lost his man here. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival, Stefan de Vrij. Lookman. And it's Modric. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's DiMarco.
Such good technique. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is a little undercooked. Calhanoglu. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Emuso, Martinez. To Barella. Mkhitaryan. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Calhanoglu is standing over this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Calhanoglu! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's neat. They get a throw in. And it's Calhanoglu looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a fine challenge. So, third corner of the game. DiMarco gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space. De Vrij deals with that comfortably. De Vrij. And it's Mkhitaryan. It's Mkhitaryan! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mkhitaryan is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
DiMarco. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely weighted ball.
Has been indicated.
And the shot! The movement so precise. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
Now on sale in the stadium hall.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Takes a shot! Goal! Inter! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Nicked it back promptly. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Lukaku. And Darmian. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good ball. Big chance! He scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nicely weighted ball. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Rafael Leao! He has done it! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Number 17.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rafael Leao, he's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Bastoni, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He has found the way through. Half an hour played now. Martinez. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Lukaku. Barella. It's a goal kick. Zanetti. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Back into the middle, and he's intervened well there. Martinez. Now it's Vieri. And he's worked it through.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has been clubbed away. And it's Stefan de Vrij. And there's the end of the first half. Inter Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Pavlovic. Cannavaro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Darmian. Oh, what's he done? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Great vision. It's a promising position. DiMarco puts them all in. Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Struck first time. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
DiMarco. Pavlovic.
The attendance for this match.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Pulisic. Great defending, strong and determined. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Martinez. Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Mkhitaryan. To Barella. Oh, nicely intercepted. DiMarco. Mateus. Rafael Leao. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nice-looking ball. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been cut short. And Mosso getting this one clear. Ambitious ball here. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Can he get it through? The ball goes in. And that should get the job done. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Mkhitaryan. He's in a good... And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Inter Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.